all my streams start like this. Gotta make sure it's all working. Alright, perfect. Seems to work. Now please comment in the chat if it is working, and I'll be able to respond to stuff. But anyways, we are beginning the stream. Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is Stefan, and today we're going to be covering why machine empires are the most powerful thing in the game. Well, this is current information as of 2.3.2, and as far as it seems, it's going to be true for quite a while. So for today, I'm going to be covering all the different types of machine empires. I'm going to be talking about their special features, and I'll be playing through some of them. There's a lot of nifty things about machines and all the different types: rogue servitors, driven assimilators, determined exterminators, and just normie pleb robots. And I'll be covering them all today. But first, let's get the obvious thing out of the way. I haven't been making videos for the past week, and that is because, those of you that have been in my Discord might have seen, I've been playing Rust. Basically, since last stream, I've got onto Rust, and I've been playing Rust this whole time. I may do Rust content in the future. Please leave a plus in the chat if you want to see that. But otherwise, I'll be resuming with my Stellaris stuff, and everything will be alright. But anyways, let's begin with talking about robots. So first and foremost, robots are something that is not in the base game. This is something that you have to purchase with the Synthetic Dawn DLC, or expansion pack, or story pack, or whatever it's called. But it's like 10 to 20 bucks, and so this is not free content per se, but it is pretty good content. Machine empires add quite a lot into the game. There's 4 different types: normal machine empires, determined exterminators, determined driven assimilators, and rogue servitors, all of which have their own uses, and all of which are interesting to play. As of 2.3, habitability matters a lot in the game, because it affects both pop amenity usage, pop consumer goods usage, pop upkeep, pop growth, and pop production. And machines with their 100% habitability, are not affected. Not at all. And so we're able to colonize everything and have a lot more planets than the normal organic plebs. Of course, with rogue servitors and driven assimilators, you do still have organics within your empire, but with the rogue servitors, they only produce unity, and with driven assimilators, they have the extra bonus to habitability. As we can see here, if you look at the cyborg species, these guys actually have plus 20% habitability everywhere. And with traits such as adaptive, they're going to be colonizing pretty much everything and not experiencing really any problems whatsoever. So first and foremost, let me take you guys through the overview of what is good about each one of them. So normal machine empires are just good in general. They're relatively easy to play. They only have a couple of resources to manage. They have energy, minerals, and alloys, as well as research and technology, of course. Research and influence. But the main economy issues of organic empires are going to be non-existent, especially if you choose something like rock breakers and just build miners and energy bots on your planets. They're really as easy to play, and as far as first games and Stellaris go, I highly recommend playing just normal machine empires. For those of you that are more hardcore in this game, I recommend playing the determined exterminators. This is a specific civic pertaining to machine empires, and it makes them genocidal. With this, you get the total war causes belly, meaning that you can conquer everything and not worry about it. You also get a bunch of bonuses to actual warfare, and it is quite nice. You get plus 25% to weapons damage, and minus 15% to ship cost, as well as having plus 33% to naval capacity, meaning you can field a lot more ships. It is quite great, and it helps out a lot. Organics, while purging, also produce unity, which is quite excellent, and it makes these guys really good and united once you start actually purging. Driven assimilators have a different take on organics. They also have the causus belli of total war, so they can conquer everything in sight. However, they assimilate organics, and so when spreading, are a lot more effective. Driven assimilators start out with cyborg pops and can assimilate other cyborg pops into their empire. And with this assimilation, they can grow extremely rapidly and snowball extremely rapidly. If you can start well with German Assimilators and then start expanding relatively early, the galaxy will be yours in a matter of time. It's just going to be a matter of time. It's probably going to be maybe a century max before you can conquer the galaxy, even on the highest difficulty settings. Different assimilators can assimilate entire empires, and instead of just purging them and having to regrow your own pops, you can just take them in and they will work for you. All you have to do is manage some buildings and you'll be quite alright. Different assimilators do start with a couple penalties. They get less robot production per planet, and they also get less organic production compared to actual organics. They get a 60% growth modifier to their organic growth, and they also get one less replicator job per planet. That means that driven assimilators don't get as much robots, they don't get as much organics, but when combined, the organics and robots outweigh pop growth compared to a normal empire. In fact, if we just start it up real quick and take a look, we can go ahead and see that the pop growth for this empire is 2.1 plus 4.4 equals 6. And over 6 pop growth at the start of the game is quite excellent. And I highly recommend going for these if you want rapid expansion, rapid growth, and overall a highly specialized economy. The thing about driven assimilators is that not only do you get 2 different populations, you have 2 different populations to specialize. And so, for example, you can have your organics working your replicator jobs, producing science and amenities, and you can have your robots doing everything else. Or the other way around, really. I'll talk about specific builds a little bit later. And then there's one last type of machine empire, and that is rogue servitors. Rogue servitors don't really purge organics. Instead, they take them in and pamper them. Organics think it's paradise, and we think it's paradise because we get a shit ton of unity from it, and unity is always nice. With rogue servitors, you can rush the traditions extremely rapidly. In fact, rogue servitors can rush it more rapidly than anyone else. The drawback of it is that you have to manage consumer goods and food, unlike other machine empire types. With driven assimilators, you still have to manage food, but with these guys, you have to manage everything. And so they're really not much easier to play than normal organic empires. However, they're a lot more powerful. The habitability on organic pops does matter, so you will want to settle them on habitable planets. However, even with just 3 planets worth of organics, you will still get plenty of unity, and you will get all the benefits of a machine empire. Your machines can produce everything, and then your organics can just produce all the unity. Now, besides that, there's also the stability issue. With organic pops being very happy, you actually get a load of stability. And so if we just load up this empire real quick, we can see that unlike normal machine empires, we get very high stability with these guys. We can see that the stability on just the initial planet is 78, and 14 of that is from the pop approval rating. That is because all organic pops, all the bio trophies, have a very high, political weight to them. And so pop approval rating from them gets artificially inflated. That means that with just 5 bio trophies, we improve our pop approval by 24%. Normally it would be 50% because, robots don't feel, but with a bunch of bio trophies, it can be increased very easily. And with that, we get a bunch of stability and a bunch of resource bonuses. In addition to that, we also have a flat bonus to actual menial pop production, or complex pop production. And so all your complex pops, such as fabricators, scientists, and everyone else, will produce more stuff. And that is always good. Granted, this bonus is relatively menial, plus 0.2% per pop. However, it is pretty nice if you have about 100 bio trophies on your planets. With these guys, you also have to manage organic sanctuaries, and it's not that bad. You get reduced pop housing usage, and since you have organics, you have plenty of slots to work with. But now let's get to the main part. Why are machine empires this powerful? Well, the main thing is that they have no habitability drawback. They can expand anywhere they want and not experience any problems whatsoever. In fact, all the planets in this near territory will be ours. And so if we can see, in addition to just our ocean worlds that are nearby, we also have an alpine world, and whatever else this is, a tundra world. Normally these would not be preferable to colonize for organic empires, but for us it's going to be really easy to just plop some pops on it and build it up. We have no habitability penalties, and our pop jobs are about as efficient, if not more efficient, than organics, meaning that we have a lot more production than organics, while also having to manage less minerals, while also having to manage less resources, normally, unless you're playing Work Servitor, and with a bunch of bonuses associated with war and purging. That is excellent. Machine empires are powerful. Don't underestimate them, and when you play them, you will see that the flesh is weak. But anyways, let's go back to the menu, and let's, play through one of these guys. Now, granted, for Rogue Servitors, I do have a series going on. I'm making episode 1 tomorrow, and hopefully you guys should see that. But for the other ones, I haven't really played, and now it's really a choice between Determined Exterminators and Driven Assimilators. We could play normal Machine Empires, but it's kind of boring. So, what do you guys think? Do we play Determined Exterminators, or do we play Driven Assimilators? Please vote in the chat. DA or DE? Alright, so it seems that there's, a rough split, although German Assimilators are taking the lead. Someone is saying AD. What the hell is AD? Is it DA backwards? Assimilated Determinators? Yeah, I think we might need a poll for this. I wonder if I can add that. But it seems from the chat just generally that German Assimilators have a narrow lead. I won't be counting this artistically, but it seems that German Assimilators are the first empire we're going to play. I will play the Determined Exterminators a bit later, but first and foremost, let's play with these guys. So first and foremost, I'm going to cover the build for these guys that I generally play with. Since we have 2 species to manage, we have twice as much points to manage effectively. We have the organic traits and we have the machine traits, and so we can specialize our empire very nicely. So for this, let's have our machine empire, our machine pops, being the maintainers. Let's have them be motion emulated, and let's have them be mass produced. We have 2 more traits to choose from. We can choose luxurious and something else. And in fact, I think that's what we're going to go for. We're going to go superconductive and motion emulators. That way they can take the position of energy generation and maintenance. Our cyborgs, on the other hand, are going to be taking over our unity and are also going to be adaptive. Let's actually make them go ahead and be industrious. That way we can produce a lot more resources. Okay, someone just donated and said DA. Is that what happened? I have to see. A bunch of bonuses to in sight. Alright, so Jordan Clock, your vote counts for 5 times as much. But it does seem that German Assimilators are going to win. Let's have these guys be our unity generators, and our miners. Now let's have our machines, pure energy generators, and our maintainers. That way we can make efficient use of all our pops, and all the bonuses should really apply to all of them. And so let's go for some of this. Let's go for a nice Arctic planet type. Now we could go for any other planet type, it doesn't really matter as far as I can see, but the Arctic is a very nice place to be, and the best name is Please No Touch. Oh, someone donated 20 bucks. Thank you, Ryan. Assimilator. Also, every bird deserves a good cage. Play Mega Corp sometime. Alright, I'll put the $20 to good use, and my burb will eventually get a larger cage. Thank you so much. As far as I've noticed, Please No Touch is a very good way to keep the AI away, and so with your Assimilators, if we fuck up, they should hopefully not invade. So let's save this, and let's start our galaxy. For this, I could go Grand Admiral, but since I'll be spending a lot of time explaining, let's go on Plain Admiral. AI is going to be aggressive anyway, and is going to be boosted by Glavius. Also, AI has improved in 2.3, so let's check that out. By the way, we also have the Ancient Relics DLC, and so hopefully we'll be able to check those out as well. Let's see what kind of relics we find. Ooh, this is a very nice cluster. We have 2 choke points, it seems, and we'll be able to just go tall right here and expand maybe over here, but have choke points in these 2 locations. We're going to be expanding eventually, but for the first initial stage of the game, going tall is a good idea. So for this, let's go ahead and do our casual start. Let's claim all the resources and make sure that all the base belong to us. We have a pretty good set of starting scientists. We can go for extra research, extra pop growth speed, and extra servo motors. This will unlock more stuff relating to our robots, and so we'll be able to specialize even further. By the way, driven simulators have full access to the genetic tailoring techs, and so specialization will only increase over time. We can see here that our planet has a rough split of 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I should probably just look at this. We have a split of 10 organics and 19 robots, and our organics are growing at roughly half the rate of our robot pops, and that is quite alright. We have 2 growth here, 4 growth here, for a total of 6. We have a small planet, however, but that should be overcome with more planets. Let's go ahead and explore. First thing that we're going to do is explore our 2 choke points, build them up, and build some stations on them. Now what we can also do for now is actually sell off some of our resources and buy enough for a refinery. Let's go for an alloy foundry and refine some alloys. Alloy refineries are the best thing to put as a mission empire for the first building, and that way we can have plenty of alloys to work with not only expanding but also building colony ships. All colony ships cost 400 alloys for machine empires, and while that is quite expensive, alloys are pretty easy to come by because, you know, it's pretty easy to focus on alloys instead of having to handle consumer goods and food. Granted, we're going to be handling food for a little bit, but it's not going to be nearly as much as for organic plebs. And when we get the resources, we'll also craft another science ship, and that is simply for the purpose of exploring relics. Speaking of which, Ancient Relics has improved in 2.3.2 because now there should be a decision to actually get more precursor sites with minor relics. We'll be able to spend 25 relics and get a dig site, and we'll be able to get more of them the more minor artifacts we get. Alright, go claim more resources, and let's build a couple more ships once we can. The only problem with driven assimilators really is the fact that, unlike determined exterminators, everyone is going to hate us, but we won't get any combat bonuses. All we're going to have is our economy. And if we don't secure a good economy and we cannot afford a lot of ships, we will be destroyed. So different assimilators are riskier than determined exterminators because everyone still hates you, but you have no combat bonuses. That shall be overcome with extreme specialization of our population. And in fact, the game does the specialization on its own. We can see that all of our tech optimized drones are over at technician jobs, and our mining optimized organics are over at mining drone jobs. And that is wonderful.
Star system charted.
Since we also have a trait on our machines that increases the amenity production, we can also remove some of our maintenance drone jobs and get more raw resource production. We will lose some stability, but that is alright. All things considered, stability doesn't matter too much unless it is in excessive quantities, such as with rogue servitors. Also, I see people on Twitch following and saying hi. Hello there, guys. By the way, as always, this stream is also simultaneously going on Twitch, and so you should be able to see that the whole stream there. That is just for the sake of convenience. If you want to watch on Twitch, you can. I'll be able to see the chat from either way, from either platform, and just in case something goes wrong, I shall have Twitch as a backup, so please follow me there, and if I get purged by YouTube, I will still survive. Ooh, Voltraum. Alright, I haven't seen those guys yet. Let's see what they drop in the end. In the end, assume that we don't die by the end. Granted, I had a stream with a swarm, and that didn't turn out too well. It was fun. Some of you guys may agree, but, you know, going all out and not really caring about defenses as a swarm is not a good idea anymore. In fact, genocidal races are a bit more difficult to play now, and that is because the AI is actually a lot more aggressive on aggressive difficulty settings. I see people following me on Twitch. Perfect. Thank you very much. We have some unemployment here. Let's fix that and get some more mineral production. Minerals and alloys are very important to get early on. We have plenty of energy credits right off the bat, and that is because, you know, energy credits are basically food plus energy credits for organics. So getting high energy production is very easy for us. Also considering the fact that we have increased production. We have 50% increased production from our generator jobs, and that helps quite a bit. We also get an extra tradition tree. We have the versatility tree, which is a lot better than the diplomacy tree. We have very nice bonuses such as pop housing usage minus 10% and upkeep of pop jobs minus 5%. We also have a very useless finisher bonus and some relatively useless diplomacy bonuses to federations. So we're gonna probably go for maybe 2 traditions in the versatility tree, but that is only gonna take place later. For now, we're gonna expand because our main strength is the economy, and if we don't get a good economy, we will not survive. Alright, we should have enough alloys to build a station over here. Go ahead and do so. This is a very nice spot for choke points, and we should be able to secure this relatively easily. I will scout ahead for this little node, and if this is nothing here, I will be able to build up here and have this place be our shipyard. Oh yeah, I know, the The notification is a little loud for follows from Twitch. I don't know what's going on there. I have really turned it off, but apparently, you know, the service doesn't agree with me. I'll check that out later, but for now, you may have to bear with that. Next stream, it should be fixed. We also have a desert world right over here. We should be able to build a colony ship very soon and colonize this planet. It's a desert world. Normally, we wouldn't be able to go for it, but since we're machines, we're going to be able to go for it with no problem.
Star system charted.
Star system charted. Wonderful. We can explore a little bit more.
Star system charted.
Also, as far as building colony ships is concerned, going for organics is good. With machines, you'll be able to put machine pops on the planet, but you will have to settle organics later. We will have roughly 50% habitability on this planet, and later on we can terraform it or increase habitability through techs, so it's not really a big issue. Now let's build a nice little mining district on this planet, and let's build some alloy foundries later on. Someone is asking me why I'm starting on cold planets usually, and there's a reason for that. There are more mining districts that spawn on these planets, as far as I remember. That was true in 2.2. Now I'm not sure about that, but just in case, I spawn on icy worlds that we get more mining districts, and we don't really have to worry about stuff. We have 0 here.
Construction.
Maybe the game is telling us to go spiritual. Spiritual machines. I wish I could do that.
Technology secured.
Oh yeah, this is not a continuation of the last stream because last stream we did die. That was the first recorded death as far as this channel is concerned, but it was a glorious death nonetheless. Well, actually it wasn't death. It was a bug that was fixed in 2.3.2, but it was fun while it lasted. Hello, Nordic. We have one more planet over here, and we'll be able to colonize that very soon. Ooh, more planets. Savannah. Normally we would have these 2 planets be unavailable, but since we're machines with habitability, it's not gonna matter. Colonize this planet and be on our merry way. Plus you get more foundries. The first F colony. Let's build more.
Anomaly found.
Someone is asking, does unit has a soul? Yes, machines have souls. This is what the game is saying with this 0, right? If we put 0 machines, will they have souls? I think so. Just put some powder machines and they has soul. Ooh, volatile motes. Wonderful. Let's go continue down this expansion tree. And soon enough we'll have a couple more planets. Building colony ship right here. And we're building outposts everywhere.
Complete.
Let's build more districts.
Construction complete.
Ooh, new archaeological site. How interesting. The Endless Expanse, and it doesn't seem to have a background picture. Interesting. Very mysterious. Let's go check that out. Someone is commenting, if computers have no soul, my life investment into Sims have been wasted. If that is the case, that is truly sad. Alright, let's colonize one more planet, and we should have another one over here, in addition to a couple systems away. Let's actually go for another science ship. Maybe map up some stars and discover new systems.
Star system charted. Construction complete.
Ooh, ocean world. Wonderful. So that's what, 3 planets right now that we would not have been able to colonize as organics? Yeah, you can see the power of the machine. Alright, let's send this guy on his merry way. And as you can see here, we still have plenty of energy credit production. Hiring scientists and doing stuff like this is very good as you run assimilators, and very easy. Let's also explore this black hole. Black holes usually have good stuff in them, such as ancient beasts, Hellgates, or the worm. Now granted, you can't get the worm in waiting event chain as Machine Empire, but, you know, we can always imagine. Imagine what the worm will say to machines. Machines with souls, no less. Oh, well that's great. Apparently we lost a unit. Highly unfortunate. What was that? It was this guy. Let's hire a cyborg instead. Cyborgs, by the way, are pretty damn good as leaders. They're not my dominant leader population because they are not immortal, but they do have a nice little bonus to everything they do. So they are quite good.
Technology secured.
Ooh, planet here. Savannah world. Doesn't really matter what planet it is, really, but more planets are always good. And we have found our colony. And we have found this dude right here. I believe he drops a relic now, as far as the end result is concerned. So let's start the Technosphere event chain. Also, that thing that I just saw there. 5,760 days. Jesus. That is awful. Imagine spending 20 years on discovering one anomaly. It's like a whole life for an organic, but for a machine, it is merely a blink. Someone is asking for my opinion on the Ancient Relics DLC compared to Megacorp. My opinion is that it is more worth it than Megacorp. First of all, it is obviously cheaper than Megacorp. It's $10 versus $20, and it also adds a lot of interest to the early and mid game. And I mean, the time I spent just discovering relics was very much worth my money. I spent roughly maybe 20 hours just completely focused on relics, and you know, $10 for 20 hours of absolute joy. I think that's worth it. Especially considering the fact that I not only got the 20 hours, but I will also be getting some time and content for YouTube.
Star system charted.
Alright, let's check out this system. Let's also go ahead and assist research. It is right around the time of getting research labs, so let's go get some of them. Let's also make sure we can actually get some mining going. Now, for newly founded colonies, you will see that they're really not efficient. We will have coordinators, we'll have replicators, we'll have maintenance, but we can just let go of the maintenance and we can go of the hunter-seeker drones. That will take a hit on our stability, but getting resource production is going to be preferable. Constant calculator. Let's go for that.
Situation log.
Let's see what this results in. Let's also start expanding further. I've spent a little bit of time talking, and we have saved up a lot of resources. Let's build, what, 3 colony ships? And actually, let's build a construction ship to expand further. I'll slow down the time just a little bit so I don't waste my time. And yeah, be able to explore and talk about stuff, and also not forget to micromanage. Another colony, perfect. Let's go for mining. Actually, let's have this planet be designated as a farming world. We don't need a lot of food as assimilators, but we do need some. Ooh, more moats. This is a very good system. Let's go for that. Let's also make sure to actually fortify the system, because otherwise we're not going to have a chance against organics with only 107 fleet power. Alright, traditions. Perfect. We have finished our first tradition tree, and now we can talk about our ascension perks. As mentioned, Empires, we have an ascension perk that is quite wonderful. That of Machine Worlds. Granted, we won't be able to get that right now, but later on, it's gonna be amazing. Machine Worlds allows us to make planets that are just completely filled with mining districts. And considering the buff that Megastructures got, pure mining worlds make a lot of sense. We can have everything going on habitats and ring worlds, and we can have raw resource production going on planets. And so eventually we'll want machine worlds, and we'll be able to just build tall, build a bunch of ring worlds, refine all our resources that we get from the machine worlds. Granted, our governors, no, not our governors, our organics won't be able to really do stuff on those planets, but they will not die instantly. Since they have some habitability, they will survive, but we will generally want to resettle them to designated planets, such as the ring worlds. Just live, prosper, and produce. But for now, we have to pick an ascension perk. I suppose we can go for technological ascendancy, or we can also go for executive vigor or transcendent learning. Transcendent learning is pretty damn good with machine empires because, you know, your leaders are immortal. Executive vigor is good pretty much always, and tech ascendancy is a very good way to boost your research. Since we're not going to be focusing all out on research in this run, I think I might go for executive vigor. Although, fuck it. Tech ascendancy is always good. Tech ascendancy is incredible for the first ascension perk, and the 50% increase to rare tech draws is also very nice. Since megastructures are rare techs, tech ascendancy actually helps out with getting megastructures earlier. Yes, robomodding. Wonderful. Someone is asking what happened to the Rogue Servitor run. Well, you'll find out tomorrow, because I'll be making episode 1 tomorrow. I've been a little too busy playing Rust, and, you know, kind of lost track of time. Hello, Daileo. Also, we can employ our Hunter-Seeker drone, because crime doesn't really matter below 20%.
Technology secured.
Employ Hunter-Seeker, and actually, yeah, this is fine.
Construction complete.
Let's focus on actually producing stuff. Alright, we have our first colony ship ready to go, and we can colonize this planet. Perfect. We also colonize this planet, this planet, and this planet. And eventually, maybe even settle beyond. We do want to procure the resources. As machine empires, we have a 10% bonus to space resource production, and that is very nice. Someone is saying that I have the authoritarian voice, and there's a very simple reason for that. The authoritarian advisor
is forcefully discouraged.
Is the best advisor. Someone is asking when I will do an update on my civics and traits tier lists, and that should be coming in the next week, if not in the next 2 weeks. I was gonna do it last week, but obviously Rust takes up a lot of time. Leave a chat if you played Rust. I don't know what the overlap between Stellaris players and Rust players is, but I assume it's not that significant. If it is significant, you know, I'll be very, very willing to play Rust on this channel. Also, someone is asking about a video on ethics. I will make a video on ethics, although it will not be a tier list. Tier lists are for things that are more or less objectively better or worse, but ethics are neither objectively better or objectively worse. Ethics just determine the way you play, and they also unlock civics. And so ranking one above the other is not really practical.
Technology secured.
I actually gotta check how much Rust I've actually been playing. Yesterday I've spent 18 hours out of 24 playing Rust, so you know, I have some experience in that game.
Construction complete.
Alright, we're colonizing very rapidly. And we also have another colony ship. So let's go ahead and claim that system, and we'll be good to go. Now let's prioritize our agri-drone jobs. Wow, I actually clicked and Pop switched over. Holy shit! That is way better than it was before. Because before I would just click to prioritize, and maybe future pops would take that job, but now they actually switch jobs to go for it. Nice! Nice. Paradox, I am proud of you. Also, we gotta build a station here. We also have hangar bays, and so that's gonna be very good for defense. Also, JP has donated $5. Thank you, JP. So you've left some robot emojis. Beep boop, indeed. Robot assembly plants. The first building for robots is generally the machine assembly plants. That increases your growth, and it also increases your amenities. Because these jobs produce amenities as well as robot production. And since we are playing as Assimilators, robot production, you know, is kind of low. As Assimilators, we have one less replicator job, and so robot production is not going to be too good right off the bat. I should also get a mining drone job here. That way we can actually have decent stability on this planet.
Spaceport under attack.
Spaceport under attack. Well, it seems that there's an asteroid over here. But the station got it. Well, let's actually send our fleet just in case the station is not enough. Although, in most cases, it is.
Complete.
People are asking for my opinion on new habitats, and my opinion is that they are awesome. They are pretty much the go-to for megastructures, and are very good, especially considering the fact that if you put ally foundries on them, they're extremely good as forges. Before, getting a Nuconopolis was the best way to go, but now habitats are actually better than Yukos. All they take is a little bit of alloys and influence, and you have a new structure with pops that can be dedicated to alloy production. Versus, you know, having to spend much of time, effort, and city districts to actually build a Yuko. In fact, Yukos right now are quite horrible. I would not go for one if I was playing an organic. Instead, I would go for a habitat with a bunch of alloy foundries on there. In fact, I hope to actually get to that point in this run and show you guys how it's done. Also, it seems that this asteroid is going to go down very quickly, and we should be able to get some resources from that. The only real problem with habitats is their influence cost, but 200 influence is not a lot, especially with machines, because we do get the extra influence from tech and from being a Gestalt. Let's also procure more colonies. We need more base. We also need more tech, so let's spam a couple of research labs on our planets. Ooh, auto exploration, perfect. I love auto exploration. It makes exploring so much easier because you don't have to manually prioritize everything. Granted, in single player, having to manually prioritize stuff is not too bad, but on stream, you know, making pauses every 5 minutes to prioritize and to assign stuff is really not a very efficient use of time. Ooh. Well, these guys seem to be organics that need to be assimilated. It's a shame that we can't do that. Ooh, ruined worlds. Ooh, this could be very good. This is the Ketling spawn, and there should be about 5 or 6 tomb worlds nearby. Since tomb worlds are low hab, and it doesn't matter for us, we can just colonize them anyway. We can also go for some more traditions. I don't even know what to go for, actually. Might want to go for synchronicity. Or supremacy, or versatility, or prosperity. I don't know. Let's go for synchronicity for now. We'll be able to get some more stability, and robot upkeep will be reduced for now. We also have some Xenos over here. Horrible, horrible Xenos. So let's build up the station, and hopefully live. We're not going to go on the offensive right now. We're going to want to work on developing our colonies. But later on, we should go for them and wipe them out. Well, not wipe them out. That is my inner determined exterminator talking. We gotta assimilate them. Gotta make sure they're involved in our empire. Yeah, I know that's an enclave, by the way. It was green, so I think that should be artisans. Oh no, green means traders. So hopefully we'll be able to procure some resources from that. Oh, we actually get special districts. Special planetary features on this planet. Not bad. We'll be able to colonize all these planets. It seems that there are some choke points that we will have to secure, but for now it doesn't seem that there's anyone here, and we can just do whatever.
Construction complete.
Thank you, Dialo, for clarifying in the chat. Artisans are purple, Scientists are blue, and traders are green. Oh, what's this? Traders? And an empire. Interesting. We also see Sol here. Very interesting. Oh god, looks like these plants invaded Sol. How awful. How awful indeed. They have a lot of pops, they have a lot of planets, they're overwhelming, and they don't like us. Jeez. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Close our borders to them, and fortify this system. Because, you know, getting wiped out by some plants is not my ideal way of going about things. Instead, colonizing planets and building up our economy is the best way to go. Hopefully we get starholds so that we can actually repel these Xenos. Starholds are going to make things so much easier, and once we get them, dealing with AI is not going to be a problem whatsoever. The only problem, really, might be the fact that this system is quite large, and they might want to just sneak around. Hopefully by that point we'll be able to get some tech to prevent that, but, you know, worst case scenario, we'll just daisy chain some science ships and bait them towards the station.
Construction complete.
Let's send this guy exploring.
Construction complete.
Alright, we can get one more colony going. Perfect. And we can also build up some of our colonies. Perfect.
Star system charted.
Someone is wondering what the dig site in Sol is. Well, it seems to be just on the edge of the system, and it is robot debris. Imagine finding robot debris in real life. What would you guys think? What would happen? What would the media say? Robot debris found on the edge of the system. What would that mean for humanity? You know, maybe purge, maybe extermination, maybe mandatory pampering. I would not mind living in a utopia created by rogue servitors. Not at all. I'll also design some defenses for this station. The best defense platforms are those with hangar bays. Let's go for some of this. Put on some basic strikecraft, put on some armor, put on some shields, and we should be good to go. Name this def, save this, and build a couple of these. We have plenty of alloys, and so building up a couple of defenses is going to be easy. Someone is asking me whether I will blow up Sol to trigger the event. You know, I might. Sol, controlled by planets at least, does not deserve to exist. Although these guys seem to be... Wait, these guys seem to be fanatic militarist. That's not good. That's not good. They might want to attack us. If they do, that will mean bad things for us. I also have found a ruined capital, the ruinous core, with a dust desert on it. We might want to colonize this, except just colonize this with the robot pops. Colonizing with organics onto two worlds is a bad idea, even for our plus 30% habitability organics. It's not a question of if, but it's a question of when they will attack. Now let's consolidate here, and also build up some defenses over here. I would not be surprised if there's some filthy organic or other empire down in the south. And in fact, we seem to have discovered one.
Complete.
Actually, up north. Up north, coming from the south. Interesting. That means that they have border access with these guys, meaning that they are likely either their vassals or their friends. Hopefully they're robo-friends, and we'll be able to make a pact with them. As Assimilators, the saving grace, in case you're cornered by an organic, is the fact that you can federate or ally with other machine empires with no penalty to opinion. In fact, I believe there's about a 20 to 50%, not 50%, but 50 opinion bonus to diplomacy with other machine empires. And so we should be able to federate and stay secure.
Complete. Technology secured.
Let's go for... I don't know what to go for. Let's go for production targets. We have plenty of influence and we should be able to spend some of it. Let's also build up a couple more defensive platforms and build a couple more ships.
Technology secured.
We have unlocked basic combat roles, and we should be able to unlock more energy. Make sure these guys are designed well. Ooh. Okay, that's interesting. L cluster. Seems to be controlled by some other empire, and this empire seems to also be aggressive. Okay. Well, rip all these planets. Unless we're able to expand all the way over here and set up good defenses, I don't think we'll be able to really claim all these tomb worlds. Now that is a bit of a shame, but we'll be able to come in and take them out later on. So for now, let's just fortify over here. Let's build a starbase right at this system. Although building a starbase over here would also be nice. Let's research Gargantua.
Construction.
Get the extra admin cap. And actually, let's build a couple science ships to go and explore the galaxy. If we can find some robo-friends and make a deal with them, we should be able to develop relatively calmly in our little cluster. We have plenty of planets here, and plenty of later expansion potential. We can assimilate these guys, get an L cluster, and get a bunch of planets.
Situation log.
We also have a dimensional portal. Let's probe that, and see what comes out of it. Ooh, I see DJ Truthslayer in the chat. Hey DJ, how's it going?
Construction complete.
Alright, let's continue on with our development of synchronicity. And yeah,
Construction complete.
things are looking up for our empire. Or at least until these guys expand north. At that point, it may be a bit of a struggle. Pardon the background noises, if you hear any. Ooh, wormhole over here. Interesting. Doesn't seem to be the special wormhole because I don't see a trinary system anywhere near. Ooh, 12 minerals. Oh, that would be wonderful to claim. Although claiming that would really compromise our borders. And since whatever war we do is total war, like border compromise won't really help us out at all. With normal organic
Star
empires,
system charted.
colonizing planets beyond your choke point is a decent idea. You can always retake them a bit later,
Construction complete.
but because, you know, they will not instantly go to your enemy. But in our situation, colonizing planets outside of our defensive structures is not really a good idea.
Construction complete.
And I am doing well, DJ.
Construction complete.
And we're just about to find a civilization. 20 pops. Hey, let's go ahead and assimilate these guys. Why the hell not? There doesn't seem to be an outpost over here, so let's go ahead and conquer them. Should be able to spread them across our worlds, and we do have some planets that are going to be preferable to these continentals. Now let's also manage our economy for a little bit. After all, our production is not as good as I hoped it would be. So let's take away from some of our fabricators, get some more mining drones, and get some more tech drones. Let's make this a mining planet. Ooh, we are low on resources. As I was saying, let's make this a mining planet and make this an energy planet once we can. We have a decent chunk of fleet power over at NF,
Construction complete.
and I believe 2.6k should be enough to stop any assault from these guys.
Special project complete.
We also have
Situation log updated.
a project over here. It doesn't seem that we have any scientists to actually research it. A bit of a shame, but we'll be able to come back to them a bit later. For now, let's retreat the scientist. There are some anomalies over here that I would like to survey, but, you know, these guys are coming in, and I would not like these guys taking my science ship.
Technology secured.
Alright, we have research available to us. City district housing +1. Perfect. With machine empires, housing does seem to be a problem. And getting more housing is always good. We have also found a dimension of suffering over on Balthus Prime through the portal. The dimensional portal on Balthus Prime seems to lead to a realm which is opposed to the CP mind on a fundamental level. In and all contact with material from this dimension causes intense suffering in the subject, which, if continued for more than a few minutes, leads to intense suicidal urges coupled with attempts to mutilate their sensory organs. Even simply studying data recorded in the strange dimension causes intense discomfort in the biological observer and cascading errors in computer systems. Wow, that is some pretty powerful suffering over there. I bet that is a realm of Slanesh. A realm so horrid that even AI is opposed to it. But we're not going to close the portal. Study it further. Should be able to get some special jobs from this. 12 per job. 12 physics per job. Should boost our research quite a bit. We also should boost our energy credit production quite a bit. Go for some production targets. Get some more minerals and sell them for energy. Also make sure we have enough energy drone jobs available. Let's put some jobs over here, and let's put some jobs over here. Once we can, of course. Someone is suggesting that I expand left one system to get this territory. Well, it's a bit too late. The main issue is that these guys are hegemonic imperialists, and our main way of defense is good stations. Stations take time, so I'm willing to give up some territory over here and just take it back later. After all, we are doing Assimilators, and we'll be able to conquer them more or less easily. One thing that we do have to absolutely do is make sure that we have stations upgraded.
Construction complete.
So let's buy up a little bit of alloys. I know we are lacking in our economy, but getting a good station up in here is a top priority. Alright, let's also build up some stations over here. We do have plenty of natural resources to gather, and plenty of stuff to exploit.
Construction complete.
We also have more organics over here. We'll be able to take them out with some armies, and we'll be able to get 28 more pops.
Construction
So
complete.
let's see, 109 for a garrison. Should be able to spend about 600 minerals on armies, and these organics will fall. Let's get some pop amenity usage reductions. Let's get some jobs on this planet. Apparently, they're not enough. All we need is just a little bit of minerals, and we'll be good.
Construction complete.
Alright, perfect. I hope the station upgrades relatively quickly because otherwise, the Dimension of Suffering will be describing our empire as it falls to this hegemonic imperialist. Hopefully these guys do go to war. They are opposed after all.
Technology secured.
I'll have this guy research this anomaly over here, and that way he will be able to provide intel when these guys come over to Scat. If these guys come over to Scat, that means that they're in border contact, and that means danger to Pilodram. Still don't have enough fleet power to really defend Pilodram, and so we're gonna have to wait until we do.
Technology secured.
Alright, we can get capacity overload. Soon enough, we'll be able to sort out our energy issues with an edict.
Construction complete.
Now actually, nah. I could go for an extraction focus and get more menial drone output, but meh. Also, it seems that these guys have just rivaled each other. Wonderful. That means that war between these guys is possible. And war between these guys does mean that, you know, they're not going to be attacking us. Wonderful. Just have our enemies infight, and they won't pose a threat. Build shipyards over here. Let's build a station over here. And we may actually want to expand over here as well. After this guy is done finishing exploring that, now we'll go explore up north. Hopefully we can find some robo allies. Also, worryingly enough, there's extraction ship at Scat, meaning that this guy better leave. Right? Can we abandon this? No, we cannot. Alright, that is unfortunate. This guy won't be able to finish it. RIP scientist. Oh, Trappist. Holy shit, I want the system. Trappist is always very good with 3 planets, and colonizing Trappist is going to be very good for our economy. Our economy that is currently suffering. It's awesome resources. Ooh, archaeological dig site. Moon bump. Unfortunately, it is not ours, but that is alright. Let's go get more districts on these planets. Ooh, border contact. Not good. Let's move over our fleets over there. These guys are pretty powerful, so I would not want to be caught with my pants down. Ooh.
Our enemy has declared war on us.
Yeah, that is exactly what I expected. We were just about to discover those guys. That's quite unfortunate. Hopefully we can defend. Oh, well, these guys are going to attack as well. Interesting. If AI is still AI, they should have their fleet over at Hesuk, meaning that the closer threat will be these guys. Hopefully they should be able to attack those instead of attacking us. But if they do, we have some fleets over here. And hopefully a couple stations. I do hope that we don't get wiped out.
Construction complete.
You know, yeah, if we get wiped out, it would be extremely sad. What's also sad, I mean, is that these guys are robots, very clearly, and if we had just discovered them a year earlier, they would be able to guarantee our independence, or at the very least, sign a defensive pact. Yeah, machine intelligence. Plus 30 opinion. Now let's offer them a trade deal and give them some information, I suppose. Hopefully they grow to like us. For now, though, we can't really spare any resources because we have to, you know, defend in this war. Not go for growth quite yet. Let's instead go for raw resource production. We do need a lot of energy and we do need some food. Lacking food isn't really a big problem. All we have is reduced pop happiness and oh, we don't even get reduced growth. Not yet, at least. Well, let's see if this continues, because, you know, if the bug with penalty persists, well, that'd be good for us. I want to be using that bug because that would be exploiting the game. But seeing if this is a thing is important. Okay, so apparently having no food actually doesn't do anything. We don't get any penalties for pop production. And since pop, okay, never mind, it applied right now. Never mind, ignore what I just said. If this was a fact, then just letting go of food would be a very good strategy. Let's go for some tech. And let's go for some better guns. We can put a Def Class station over there. And watch as these guys attack each other.
Construction complete.
Unfortunately, we cannot get good relations with these guys because we're Assimilators, but I was planning to rival these guys as well and be on the good side of these guys. Because of course, we would get roughly 50 opinion from being mutual rivals. Also, we have plenty of minerals right now. Let's go ahead and build up some armies. Although, these are going to be organics, and for organics, we need food production. Do these guys have food production?
Construction.
No. No, they don't. Alright. Let's sell a little bit of minerals. Let's buy up some food. Let's use some of these alloys on defense, and we should be good to go. Eventually, I'll want to trade off some alloys to these guys, and hopefully, get either a guarantee of independence or a defensive pact with these guys. After all, these guys are quite powerful, and having them on our side in any war would be excellent. Oh wow, apparently there's no actual tech drones on this planet, even though there's plenty of jobs. Well, let's unemploy some of these useless pops, such as the Hunter-Seekers, and get more tech production. Hunter-Seekers, you know, don't do anything in our situation.
Construction complete.
Buy food. And we also need a designated food planet. Don't remember which one I wanted. I think it was this one. Although we can also have this one as the designated food planet. Prioritize the agriculture. And maybe get rid of one of these maintenance drones. Now we have 14 food production. And if we get a little bit more, food is no longer going to be an issue. Alright, do I want to take this aired world from the robots? I think I do. There's also Trappist over here. If we can survey that in time. Actually send a science ship over. And of course, let's buy more food. Damn organics. I know they're part of us, but needing food? Really? Oh god, it seems that these guys are gonna be wrecked by our neighbors over here. Of course, these guys hate us, which is also unfortunate, and they seem to be getting stronger. They're getting a lot stronger, actually. They have 4 different species. And so besides the original 44 pops, they have plenty of humans, plenty of Yaks Kaloks, and plenty of robots. Unfortunate. Unfortunate indeed. I'm gonna have to fortify this station and hopefully get starports, or star bases, or star fortresses. We need better defenses. That's the short of it. We have plenty of resources right now, and soon enough we'll be able to get a little bit more energy production. We can also afford the armies, so let's go ahead, hire some armies. Go on hunter killers or organics. I think we can go for some organics for now.
Technology secured. Construction complete.
What is this, 8 armies? I think that's a little too much. A little too many, rather. Let's build up some jobs instead. Ooh, mode harvesting traps. Excellent. That's going to be a very good source of income for us because we can sell every mode for roughly 7 energy. And so with these deposits, it's going to be 21 energy per month extra. Excellent. Excellent indeed. It also seems that we may be able to catch Trappist. If we can, that would be excellent. Because Trappist should be also full of natural deposits and resources for us as robots. Alright, transport fleets are ready to go. Almost. Let's get some more armies going. And we should be able to invade Bish. Alright, perfect. This is well more than enough armies, but you can never be too careful. Who knows what these xeno-organics are hiding.
Technology secured.
It seems that we have found some titanic life forms on this planet. I wonder if we can assimilate them and make them cyborgs. Imagine cyborg titans. That would just be glorious. Let's see, do we have enough food production? Now it looks like we need a little bit more. Let's go for that. Also, by the way, how are you guys finding this stream right now? Finding it good? If you are, please leave a like. And I don't know what to think of the stream. Because, you know, If a stream is good, I'll make more streams like it. So please leave a like to indicate. You can also build an outpost over at Trappist. Excellent. And that's 3 planets for us. Perfect. We'll be able to build a couple more colony ships after we build defenses. Defenses are the #1 priority, and if we don't have enough of them, that would be yikes.
Complete.
Although the only danger right now really is going to be these guys. The Hesukar Stellar Hegemony seems to be going downhill and is on a trajectory to be defeated.
Construction complete.
Someone is asking what type of empire I'm playing right now. We are playing German Assimilators. We will assimilate organics, but for now, we gotta grow a bit and become big boys.
Construction complete.
We also need to get a little bit more resource output. Resource output and research output. We have plenty of building slots. We'll be able to boost our machine assembly production. And we'll be able to increase our science output. That will consume plenty of minerals, but we should be able to run our production targets edict, and we should be good to go. Alright, Trappist is ours. Wonderful. We'll be able to build 4 more colony ships, and we will have an extra planet right here. Let's invade these filthy organics. What are they?
Station under
Fungoids?
attack. Planetary invasion commenced.
Station on our attack. Rip space station over here. Imagine if the ISS got missiled. I imagine that's exactly how these organics feel. Alright, this planet should be ours, and we should be able to build
Construction
a couple
complete.
agriculture districts on there.
Ground invasion force has seized a planet.
Commence identity sublimation. This will be pretty expensive. After all, these guys do consume a lot. They're requiring a lot of upkeep, and food is going to be an issue. Although for now we can let go of the food. We don't really need food. After all, it's gonna only really impact our pop growth, and we can afford to have slightly reduced pop growth for a little bit. For now, we have to develop our planets, and that is top priority. Also, that's just the burp in the background ringing her bell, and she's fine. She's doing good. Just like this stream.
Construction complete. Construction.
Let's build more research labs and make sure we have pops to staff them. Also make sure we have full fabricators over here. And a little bit less maintenance drones. You can go ahead for synchronized agents. You can check out this archaeological site over in Alfama. And we can also claim this planet. That's what, 5 planets right here? Excellent. Alright, looks like these guys are getting assimilated rather quickly. We already have cyborgs over here doing their jobs, and it seems that these are strong cyborgs. Excellent. The first thing they do is build more robotic overlords. Excellent. Also, judging by how this war is going, we can actually just go ahead and sneak some territory by the end. These guys aren't attacking, and actually, let's check out the war exhaustion here. The war exhaustion is pretty much the same as with these guys, meaning that once these guys finish their war, should be able to come in and take a couple systems and not really suffer too heavily. Let's build some agriculture here. Food is important. We gotta feed our organic brothers.
Construction complete.
Also, this is a pretty quiet time in the galaxy. I guess I can put the speed on fastest and take some questions. So if you guys have any questions, you guys can leave them in the chat, and I'll be sure to answer them. First question that has been here is, how long does it take to assimilate pops on a newly conquered planet? Well, pops get assimilated at a rate of a couple per year, and so having conquered this planet about 2 years ago, we already have, what, 7 pops? 10 pops already assimilated. Not bad. Assimilation does happen pretty rapidly, and so within a decade, a fully conquered planet will be alright. Ooh, another planet over here, a desert world. Excellent. Excellent indeed. Put up some dev platforms over here, and let's build a couple colony ships to actually make use of the planets. Alright, next question. What Stellaris playthrough is next? I have no clue. After I finish my Rogue Server playthrough, I will probably have a little poll on what Empire to play next. And, you know, maybe an Organic Empire, maybe a Machine Empire, it may even be a Megacorp. I've played a Megacorp for about 3 episodes on this channel, and so a full Megacorp playthrough would be nice. Someone is asking, how awful is the option to turn a relic world into Nuku? Well, it's not really awful because a relic world gives research bonuses and a Yuko gives resource districts. Well, not resource, but refinery districts. So it's not a bad decision, but since Yukos are relatively weak and you can just achieve the same result with habitats, I would not go for it. Stefan Moore is commenting that he would like to see a video on starting up planets, on what to do when you just colonize a planet, and that is definitely in the works. David McKenzie is asking whether I play multiplayer, and indeed I do. On my Discord, I have a weekly multiplayer game, and in fact, I believe that the link to my Discord is in the description. You can go there, and tomorrow at 10 p.m. Central Time American, you know, there's going to be a multi-game. So you can come in and join us there. Also, it seems that this war between the AI has finished, meaning that there is a decent chance that they're going to come north and try to attack us. Although these guys do seem to still be at war. A war which is relatively equal, and a war that is taking some planets from them. Interesting.
Technology secured.
Alright. Corey is asking how to manage habitats in 2.3 with machines, and hopefully we should be able to get to that in this video. I'll be able to show you how to use them.
Technology secured.
Yaya is asking, what do I think about the sector system? As of now, the sector AI is not great, and I would not be using it. Like, in fact, I would rather have slightly mismanaged planets at this point in the game than actually try to bother with sector AI. Sector AI is absolutely useless at this point, and going for that is not a good idea. Build a couple colony ships. Also, let's check out Bish. Bish seems to be completely good by this point. Now let's just create a little bit more jobs, and we should be good to go. Might as well make this our agri-world. Agri-world, let's go. We have an essential perk. Perfect. Our admin cap is high enough. We're not going to want to go for Imperial Prerogative. We might want to go for something else. I don't even know. I guess we can go for Mastery of Nature. We have plenty of planets, and getting 2 districts per planet will be pretty nice. But right now, I'm thinking Executive Vigor. That way, we should be able to run a lot of edicts and have them run for longer.
Construction complete.
Right now, we should go for production targets, and that way we'll be able to build up our planets more rapidly. Miss McQuicks is saying that I could potentially post multiplayer games on YouTube, and indeed I could. Indeed I could. The next multiplayer game that is going to be happening tomorrow is not going to be up on YouTube, but the week after that, I will consider making a stream on the multi-game. The multi-game would be on fast speed, and would be with roughly 8 people against some AI. There are some backstabbing people, there are some friendly people, whole variety of people, but generally chill and banter is a thing. Alright, let's focus on this particular game for a little bit.
Technology secured.
Let's go for Discovery. Should be able to get a little bit more research speed from that. We also have a new contact, a military commissariat, and they seem to be pretty far away. Seems that the military dudes are pretty common in this galaxy. It's a little unfortunate, it makes them harder to conquer, but we should be able to overcome them anyway. Should also be able to manage our planets a little bit better. We go for more agriculture, let's go for more energy, we go for more of everything. McQuicks is saying that I can colonize with my robots. Indeed I could, but having organics on every planet is the better option. After all, our organics do have a 30% habitability bonus, and so getting them on every planet is not bad. Also at this point, we should probably make sure these guys are friendly. Let's trade them some volatile motes. Actually, no. Let's trade them some alloys.
Receiving communications.
Or actually, yeah, let's trade them some food. You know, robots need food, right? A cordial, let's form a research agreement, and once this war is over, we should be able to also form a defensive pact.
A vile enemy has declared war on us.
Okay. What just happened? These guys just declared war. That's not good. I was just about to come out of this war and make a defensive contract with these guys. Come on. That's stupid. That is stupid. That is very stupid. Should have paused the game. But that is alright. I suppose we can status quo this war. We lost nothing, but we gained nothing. Not bad. Let's fortify this system. Hopefully they don't have the idea to come into Bush. If they do, I will have to resell pops from there over to our core systems. Let's mobilize our fleet. And we have some alloys, so we should be able to build a little bit more fleet. Armadon does have plenty of shipyards, and with optimized Corvette designs, or even destroyer designs, we should be able to take these guys head on. to make sure there's enough power. Make sure these guys are in proper formation. And let's call them F. F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. Spam a couple destroyers. Mobilize the corvettes, and we should be good to go. These guys are at peace right now. This fleet is mobilizing. We should be able to take these guys. Let's make sure these corvettes are upgraded. And we should be good to go. Save. And upgrade. NF should definitely hold. I'd be surprised if it falls to these guys' fleet.
Construction complete.
And to prevent that, let's actually make sure that we have plenty of science ships over there. That way we can daisy chain them, and if they try to come in, they will be baited to the 3K station.
Construction complete.
I am frustrated that these guys did not get a chance to be in an alliance with us. I'm sure we could have made a defensive pact. Hold up. Enemy presence exposed. Interesting. They seem to be going over to that system, which means that they're going to be passing by the station. Excellent. That is good to know. We have our destroyers ready. Let's move them over there. Recruit an admiral. Yeah, why not? Let's go for an organic admiral. Should be able to handle this. If they're going for Bish through Enif, that means that they're gonna have to engage our station. Oh no. If this occurs later on, that will be very bad. What just happened there is that the hangar bays did not actually attack the ships. Instead, they just kind of circled around the station. Not good. Not good at all.
Enemy presence exposed.
Alright, we have a fleet there. 1.5k. That's alright. Let's see, are they picket ships? Oof, they are picket ships. They're all picket ships. That is not good. We do have our armada coming up here. These giant ships should be able to leave for now. We have destroyers here.
Spaceport under attack.
Yeah, this is fine. Let's move our science ships for a bit. Alright, it's not bad. We took them out with no losses. Perfect. Hopefully we should be able to assimilate some of these systems. I'll be building up a fleet for now. And with enough ships, we should be able to assimilate with no problem. Let's get some more ally production for now.
Enemy presence exposed.
And let's also make sure our pops have employment, because that will be an issue. Let's restore jobs here. Let's build science here. Let's upgrade this station here. Have an employment, restore jobs. Restore jobs. Unemployment here does suck, but that is alright. We should be able to buy a little bit more minerals and build up. Mission assembly, uplink node, and that should be good for now. Let's upgrade this. Let's choose some research. Admin cap, perfect. Should be good to go.
Enemy presence exposed.
All we need is a little bit more of micromanagement. Merge these fleets.
Technology secured.
They're engaging, perfect. Let's check out the design on these ships. Exact same, alright. As you can see here, while they do have picket ships, the picket is not enough, and so hangar bays can pretty much easily overwhelm them. Miss McQuicks is suggesting me to delete my old designs. And that is a good idea. Let's delete some of these old destroyers. That way there will be less junk and less clutter. Thank you. Also, we can start colonizing Trappist. Not bad. And I believe we have one more ship. Heading to Trappist. Let's go for that. Overall, this war is going fine. We have 900 fleet power and more building.
Colonization in progress.
We can get space torpedoes, which would be nice, but since these guys have picket corvettes, that would be ineffective.
Enemy presence exposed.
508. It seems that these guys are not exactly smart.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
We can also research some of these lasers here as well. We do have plenty of sand ships over here, and we can put them to good use. In fact, let's actually make some of them go exploring, and some of them go researching. Go research this debris, and we should be good to go. I know we're over starbase cap, but we're not consuming.
Construction complete.
I mean, are we? Starbase is 32. I suppose we can take down a starbase. Although, all our starbases are useful. This starbase is useful in case these guys backstab. This starbase is useful for main defense. And I would like to keep a starbase at Bish.
Hulks vivisected.
Ooh, we actually have dissected these ships. We have more scrap to research right now. And we also have starholds available to us. So let's buy up a bit more alloys, upgrade this, and we should be invincible.
Enemy presence exposed.
Wow, these guys just keep throwing ships at us. Thank you for the scrap, guys. I do love how hangar bays just overwhelm picket ships.
Enemy presence
Very nice.
exposed.
Ooh,
Sphere of influence
inhibitors.
expanded.
Perfect.
Construction complete.
Alright, let's build a bit more ships. For now, this is all going well. We should be able to conquer them a little bit later. They're at 61% war exhaustion. Yeah, they're gonna go down soon.
Construction complete. Hulks vivisected.
I'm also gonna upgrade this to a starbase because these guys will eventually attack us. After all,
Enemy
truce
presence
ends.
exposed.
When does truce end? Truce ends in 6 years. Alright, Dale Mackenzie graciously donated $1. Thank you so much. That shall go to the Burb's cage. Yeah, this is glorious. Hangar bays are truly the best way to go.
Enemy presence exposed.
They keep sending ships. I'm not gonna say no to that. The strategy of these guys is to make us kill so many that we begin to feel depressed. If so, their plan is not working.
Hulks vivisected.
Brian is commenting that he thinks they improved the AI and that this is not a great showing. Indeed, it is not. They're just making fleets and throwing them at us. And we're only benefiting from that. I'm not complaining, but this is kind of a poor showing by the AI.
Technology secured.
Mr. Villarfox is asking me about the sector AI. I mean, there might have been some improvements recently. Let's go ahead and automate some of these guys. Some of these planets. For example, these planets that are going to be outside the sector. Let's, okay, hold up. Let me create a new sector first.
Star system charted.
Alright, new sector. Let's assign a new governor. And let's automate the sector. So let's go ahead. Make sure these are focused on research, because research is always good. Actually, no, let's automate the other sector for now. Sector settings, research focus, and transfer a little bit of resources. Let's see, where is this planet actually? It's up north. Should be able to transfer Trappist into the sector, and we'll be able to see what is going on. Let's also make sure this fleet is healed up, and we should be able to build a couple more ships in addition to this fleet.
Construction complete. Star system charted. Technology secured.
Sell some of this, buy some of this, and get more research. Research is key after all, and going for it is always good. Let's first and foremost solve the employment issues on our planets, and then worry about war.
Construction complete.
Let's upgrade these ships, and soon enough we'll be able to invade.
Vessels upgraded.
Ooh, cruisers. Interesting. Afterburners. Even more interesting. Alright, fleet upgraded. We have found exotic gas. Not bad. And yeah, let's invade. Our fleet is ready at this point. And what is this? 1.7k should be enough to sweep some of these stations. I don't know how much fleet power they have here, but preferably I would like to take this territory from them. Although, hold up a second, Matriarch. Actually, taking these systems is not going to be a good idea. After all, it's only going to lead to more AI and more potential wars. Granted, we are going to want to assimilate the AI eventually, but not right now. So, right now we have discovered the Matriarch. Let's jump over and check it out. Oh, well, alright. Gaia world there. Continental worlds there as well. Not bad. Seems that the sand ship is going to perish. Let's hope it retreats. Nope. Alright. Rip scientist. But now we know that there's a Matriarch over there. I'll want to go and get it. Alright, fleets are here. Let's merge them up and get them ready for war. Let's also take this system up in the north. Now that way we can have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, never mind. I was gonna take this system, but Roboboys did steal stuff from us. We also have these guys over here. Not bad. We should be able to take them out later on as well. Alright, fleets are ready. Let's go invade. I don't really mind them having systems over here. I can just go for their main planets and get a lot of pops from there.
Attacking enemy assets.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a cakewalk. Alright. Go for extra energy from technicians. It is always nice. And Let the assimilation commence.
Enemy presence exposed. Construction complete.
There's a lot of planets over here. Might need more armies. Let's go for that.
Attacking enemy vessels.
We seem to be having some housing issues
Enemy
everywhere.
presence
Let's build
exposed.
some housing once we get the resources. Alright, there seems to be a fleet over here. Not bad. We'll be able to take them on relatively easily.
Colonization in progress.
Let's just wait for them over by the jump point, and we should be alright. Ooh, civic slots. Nice. Although, what else was there? Resources, naval cap. All of these are good, but civic slots are the best. Actually go for some extra edicts.
Technology secure.
We have just defeated their fleet. We should be able to take out their station over here. Let's make sure there's more destroyers in this fleet and offer to reinforce. We have found a mega corporation over there. Alright. Where is that? Yeah, it's all the way over here. I just wish mega corporations could make branch offices. Unfortunately, they cannot. Not in our planets. Let's see, how many armies are on this planet? Not many, actually. We can take them on easily. Ooh, dig site. Crashed starship. All the way over there.
Construction
Alright.
complete.
Get extra research. Archaeological dig site. Oh god, those are big fleets. Where'd they come from?
Construction complete.
Wait a sec. Oh, yeah, this is alright. Where did those fleets come from? Please leave. For fuck's sake. Alright. Now let's just defend over there.
Enemy
They should be able to
presence
come in.
exposed.
I'd feel much more comfortable taking all this fleet over at my station.
Technology secured. Construction complete. Receiving communications.
Alright, they're offering peace. I don't want peace. I'll take you on at my station and come in once more. No peace for you.
Enemy presence exposed. Construction complete.
Meanwhile, we can build up our planets a little bit. We have plenty of energy production. We can convert some of that into minerals and build more research. Research is the way to go, and it will win us the game. And what's this? Alright, looks like these guys are at war with some empire, and that means that they're probably not going to be at war with us. Perfect. All according to plan. Alright, we have plenty of fleet power over here. It's all healed up. Perfect. Let's recruit some more armies. Reinforce this little armored stack. And we'll be good to go. Hopefully these guys actually come into Enif. If they don't, that would be rather sad, because then we wouldn't be able to claim any of their systems and assimilate any of their pops. Right now we're not willing or ready to take on their massive fleet. And it seems that they're also not ready to take on our massive fleet.
Construction complete. Enemy presence exposed.
Oh, wow. Now this is a smart move. They actually went around. Too bad that we can actually flank them. And too bad this is an actually decently upgraded station. I do hope it lives. It will not live. Alright, let's cancel that order. Let's keep these guys in the system. After all, these guys are going somewhere else. Indeed, they seem to be returning to Finn. Where is Finn? Finn is over there. We will want to take out Finn as soon as possible. For now, though, we can take back Bish and be alright. Alright, war is going well. Let's build up a couple outposts over here and colonize more planets. I suppose we can afford it. We found an archaeological dig site. Interesting. Although it is pretty far away. Go for extra pop assembly speed. Let's go for extra antimatter. And let's go assimilate these organics. Reform government. Let's go for rock breakers, and minerals are not going to be an issue whatsoever. Where's our fleet?
Enemy presence exposed.
Oh, wait a second. What happened to our fleet? Wait, did it fall to this station? I'm sorry, guys. I didn't notice. What just happened? Shit. Alright. I'll retreat, I guess. These guys won't be able to take Enif. But this does suck.
Enemy presence exposed.
What the hell happened?
Construction complete. Receiving communications.
Alright, these guys want peace. Well, I mean, if we have peace right now, nothing is really gonna come of it. They don't have any armies. So, unless they throw in armies, I should be able to capture some of their territory and split their empire in half. Only after that will I go for peace.
Enemy presence exposed.
Alright, Epic Feather is saying that I lost to their starbase. I'm highly surprised by that because the starbase was 1.5k and our fleet was over 2k, so I don't know what the hell happened.
Construction complete.
Let's go over there. Oh, what systems are they gonna capture next, I wonder? Let's check. They're gonna invade. Alright, let's set a status quo. Look it. Alright. Well, this means that we can relatively easily fortify our borders. And the next time war comes around, we should be able to assimilate them more easily. We can also maybe get a defensive pack with these guys. Although they are a worry. I don't know why. Form defensive pact. Oh, alright. Looks like the fact that they have a defensive pact with these guys prevents them from having a defensive pact with us. Unfortunate. That's fine, we can just focus on developing our economy. It's year 49 and we have 700 research. Not bad. Although, I would still want more. Alright, well our economy is doing quite well. And we have a nice little blob of territory. Since we're not at war, we can build plenty of colony ships. And we'll be good. Good to go.
Technology secured.
Alright, well, things are actually looking nice. These guys are not gonna attack. These guys, I don't know, they may attack, they may not. And attacking them is a bad idea. We should have a beefy station on the border soon enough. And that should prevent any attacks from this direction. Over here there's a bit of a bigger problem. We need to defend 2 starports instead of 1. But we should be able to throw our fleet and in the next war defeat them. Love S1C is asking, what size galaxy do I love the most? And that has to be the medium-sized galaxy. Medium galaxies are very nice. They provide a decent amount of space, and you know, they don't slow down the game. That is the best part. On large galaxies, there is significant slowdown in the late game, but on medium and small galaxies, there is no slowdown. If I'm playing multiplayer, a small galaxy is also nice, because that way we can have less AI, relatively speaking more players, and also less performance issues. I do have a decent PC, but some players in a multiplayer game do not, and so putting an extra load on their systems is not always a good idea.
Construction complete.
Alright, I guess we can take this time to actually explore some of these systems. Ooh, what's this? This looks interesting. I wonder if I can claim that system. I would love to. Let's move all the way over there and try to claim that one. Because, actually no. Let's claim Kepler. That way we'll be able to claim Ginnigan a bit later. After all, this is an archaeological dig site, and I would love to have it. Speaking of archaeological dig sites, there's also a couple more nearby. So let's go ahead and excavate some of them and see what comes out of it. Let's also unite our transport fleets. And yeah, things are looking up for our empire. Build up Trappist, make this an agri world, make this, I don't know, energy world I guess, make this a research world, and yeah, things are looking up.
Technology secured.
Normally my planets would be better micromanaged, but since I do have to play this on fastest speed and also deal with chat and AI, my planets have fallen behind a bit. Thank you, Ivo Backer. Alright. Get some sensors. This station is almost ready for full defense.
Construction complete.
And this station is also almost ready for full defense. Let's actually station our fleet over there.
Complete. Construction complete. Technology secured.
Target uplink. Disruption field.
Technology secured.
Alright, let's go for some of this. Let's go for some of this. And we should be good to go. Oh god, there's so much unemployment on this planet. Looks like we have way too much pop growth. We're getting about 10 per month. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's make sure these guys have employment. Clear some districts. And give more jobs. Suppose we can put up a maintenance depot. For now.
Construction complete.
Oh wow, look at our energy credit production. Insane. Buy some minerals with that.
Technology secured.
Let's also produce a little bit more minerals. We do need to fuel our research production because apparently the way machines research things, they just throw some minerals at each other and see what happens. Every single research lab requires 12 minerals per month, which is very, very much unlike the organics, which require about 8 or 6 minerals per research lab. I mean, granted, it has to be refined into consumer goods, but organics are much more efficient with minerals. I don't know why machines are not this efficient. We can also reverse engineer minor artifacts, not bad. and we should be able to get star fortresses, which means habitats. Which means also that in this stream I will be able to get habitats rolling. Alright, we are excavating archaeological sites. Seems that it is somewhat successful, and we should be able to also get some precursors as well. To make sure our science ships are actually being useful. Archaeological site. Alright, we found some minor artifacts. Not bad. Let's make sure this colony ship is actually useful. And let's build another one. Another archaeological site. I guess we get 5 minor artifacts from this. And we can keep digging. Dig, baby, dig. Dig, dig, dig. Seems that we have way too many construction ships. Let's put some of them to use and disband the other ones. Let's see, I was sending us a construction ship over here. Perfect. Now if we save up some influence, we'll be able to build something over here. Although, it seems that someone is already on it, which is unfortunate. Ooh, interesting. Looks like there's been a methane gas explosion at the Endless Expanse. A methane gas explosion has injured science officer Screed and several of the crew. The blast set off when a malfunctioning drill overcharged the generators, which then caught on fire. Before the fire could be contained, it ignited some residual methane gas and tore down a wall, revealing a secret system of chambers and tunnels. Our archaeologists believe that may have belonged to a person of means and note that they have been filled to the brim with precious minerals and artifacts. Well, looks like Screed is now maimed, but we got plenty of resources. Let's see. I've never seen maimed. What does that do? Leader lifespan minus 40 years. Oh, that's actually that's actually pretty awful. He just died. Maimed for life. Alright, enigmatic observers. I'm surprised we haven't gotten the habitats yet. Usually they show up really rapidly after researching star fortresses. But I suppose we can spend time researching other things.
Construction complete.
Alright, looks like this base is almost ready to go. 5.1k defenses. And
Special project
if you upgrade it to a star fortress, we should be almost completely safe in this direction.
Construction complete.
Alright, let's build up more stuff.
Technology
And let's actually spend a little bit of time on designated planets. That is, designating planets.
Construction
Suppose
complete.
we can make this a tech world.
Construction complete.
Ooh, habitats. Perfect. I'll be able to show off how they work.
Technology secured.
Build more research. And even more research. Things are looking up.
Technology secured.
Ooh, equipment malfunction. Unfortunate. Looks like disasters are upon us in this playthrough. Let's see, how is the stream going? I'll quickly check. 158 people watching now. Alright, wonderful. Let's get back to the topic at hand. Why are machine empires so OP? Well, as you can see here, our economy is growing rapidly. We have 1k research at this point in the game, and 1K research by year 2255 is pretty incredible. Granted, we did get a bunch of planets in our home cluster, but a lot of those are not our preferable planets. In fact, if we just colonized our preferable planets like filthy organics, we only have 1, 2, 3, and 4 planets. We would have a bunch of planets to terraform later, but, you know, as machines, we're able to colonize all of them. Not bad. Not bad. This is the main advantage of machine empires. We're able to colonize stuff and be good to go.
Secured. Construction complete.
I mean, even our organic pops on low-hab worlds, not even a big problem. Let's check out some of these aggro drones. They only get a minus 22% reduction to production. That's not too bad, all things considered. It will be devastating with machine empire, with normal empires, however. After all, having minus 22% at the beginning of the game on every planet would just kill economy on sight. We also got our habitats researched, which is quite wonderful. And once we get some more alloys, we should be able to build one. Ooh, research complexes. Perfect. We will be able to actually make use of building slots more efficiently.
Construction complete.
Wolfe Johnson is asking how tough is the dragon called Shard? Well, it's not too tough. 20k of corvettes are able to take him down. But, I mean, Shard is basically the strength of the other dragon in the game, the Ether Drake. So if you can take down the Ether Drake, you can take down the Shard. Oh yeah, a fleet 5.2k strong is not going to do it.
Technology secured.
Let's clear some of these blockers. We have plenty of energy. And actually, we have plenty of alloys. Let's build our first habitat. So we have a construction ship relatively nearby, and we might as well build one in error. So let's find a good planet with a mineral deposit and build over that. Okay. Well, building a habitat over some of our beginner planets rather, would take away a lot of our mineral production. Let's see, do we have any mineral production otherwise? Yes, we do. So let's take down this station and build a habitat over there. Perfect. This way, the habitat will actually have districts which allow us to mine resources on it. By the way, in case you don't know how it works, building habitat over a planet with resources allows you to build districts of that resource. So if, for example, we built a habitat over this gas giant, we'll be able to build energy districts on it. Although I'm pretty sure as machine empires we can just build energy districts on habitats anyway, but as normal organic empires, you don't have that option, and building on top of energy will allow you to produce energy. We can also produce research if we have any research deposits, so that's not bad. Alright, third ascension perk. Could go Voidborn. Totally could. Although, I would want to wait for some tech to be able to take machine worlds. All we need is climate restoration, and that's not too hard to get. Oh, there we go, Ether Drake. Curious? Oh, he's all the way over there. Well, once we assimilate this empire, we should be able to take on the Ether Drake.
Technology secured.
They have rebalanced some of the relics that drop from the Ether Drake, And so we'll be able to claim that and take a look at that. People are asking, what is Console Edition like? Console Edition, as far as I know, is basically Stellaris 1.8. And so if you just look up videos from that time period, I should be able to get a pretty good idea of what to do. I'm not going to be making Console Edition videos because, well, one, I don't have a console, and two, you know, PC is better. I've always been a PC gamer, and I plan to remain a PC gamer.
Technology secured.
Alright, let's go for some Unity. We need a little bit more Unity. We also need more housing. Seems that we always need more housing as machines. So let's provide our population with houses. Why the hell not?
Colonization in progress.
Housing is also going to provide us jobs, and that's going to be good. Alexander is asking whether that was the unbidden background wind. No, it was just some archaeological event.
Technology secured.
Alright, anti-gravity engineering. Now, in 2.2, as an organic empire, I'll be ecstatic to get anti-gravity engineering because that would mean a Yuko. But, you know, Yukos are bad, and plus we can't really get them anyway. Alright, archaeological site. Ooh, alright. 50 motes. Some minor artifacts. Let's see. I'm pretty sure we can... Yeah, we can discover precursor insights with 25 artifacts. And we can do other things. Alright. Could also add employment to our planets. That's also a decently good idea. Ooh, we took a merchant guild. Alright. Things are looking up for our empire. New contact. Ooh, I saw this gecko and I thought it was going to be the Perky T. But I guess it's not. It's just some oligarchy. No one cares about you.
Construction.
Alright, new archaeological site. And of course, it is not within our territory. It's fine, we have 2 in our territory, and that should be good enough.
Construction complete.
Once we get some habitats up and running, I do plan on going ahead and invading. These guys are a juicy target, and taking them out would be nice. Of course, triggering them to attack us would be the best way to go.
Construction.
Otherwise, they might sweep. We might invade, but they might sweep back. Not a Fed is asking about what to do with a size 26 Yuko. Well, I mean, Yukos are not really that good anymore. You could build some alloy districts, forge districts, I believe, or you can build some consumer goods districts. Either way, you will have to spend pretty much as much rare resources as you would on a normal building, so, you know, do what you must. We've also discovered something relating to the Endless Expanse. We can either go for expelling, or we can just say we don't care. Well, saying we don't care does produce some influence, but we have plenty of influence and we have plenty of time. Let's go ahead and survey XPM.
Technology secured.
Ooh, 0 point. Nice. That's gonna mean that mega structures are not too far ahead. Let's buy up a little bit of resources and upgrade this to a star fortress. That way we'll have very good defenses against these guys, good defenses against these guys, and overall we should be quite safe.
War declared.
In before war declared on us.
Complete.
It seems that these guys are infighting again, and that is going to alleviate our borders very nicely. That means that we're not going to get attacked, and all is going to be well. Actually, it seems that these guys are going to sweep through the Masundra hierarchy. Good thing these are not our enemies, otherwise Trappist would be gone.
Technology secured. Technology secured.
Alright, well at this point we're getting battleships, so the next time we try to invade, it's going to be with full battleship stacks.
Construction complete.
Alright, just a reminder, I do have this stream on Twitch as well as YouTube, so if you prefer Twitch to YouTube, you can tune in there, and also follow me there. Twitch is going to be my backup channel, and in case YouTube purges me, I will be streaming there.
Construction complete.
I can also potentially stream some Rust there, in case you're interested in that. Alright, this habitat is almost ready to go, and
Construction complete.
soon enough we'll be able to get more resources for another habitat. But first, we gotta worry about our security, because safety comes first. Safety
complete.
and versatility. Although prosperity is also nice. I think I might want to go for prosperity. Yeah, let's go for this. That way, our housing problems should be alleviated. After all, one of these does add housing to our Nexus districts. Housing is a struggle. Alright, let's get more mineral production up and running. After all, it seems that minerals are the choke point for our economy, and getting more minerals would be nice. We have completed this habitat, and now we can go ahead and colonize it. I did not actually pre-build a colony ship. I'm disappointed in myself, but it's fine. It's only going to take us a little bit of time to build it up. We have researched 0 point power, and that is wonderful. Archaeological site is talking about the Memorex. Memorex is... I don't remember what the Memorex does, actually. I'm pretty sure it's pretty good. There is one artifact that gives you minor artifacts, and that one is amazing. If anyone knows what that one is, please leave it in the chat. Maybe the Rubricator, although I'm not too sure.
Construction complete.
Yeah, that's the Rubricator. Alright. Well, I don't think we're gonna get the Rubricator. Unless we get a random spawn in our territory.
Construction complete.
Alright. This is the best result. Anyone home? 500 society. Hell yes. Society, or any other type of research really, is the best result. I don't quite remember what the Memorex does. Does anyone?
Construction complete.
I remember it was decent. It may be
Construction complete.
random research in a random tech. I think it's that one. But we'll be able to find out in a little bit. Also housing. God damn. I suppose we can genetically modify some of our population. Let's go to species and create a template for these guys. Take off repurposed hardware and give them housing reduction. Let's see, how long will this take? Not long at all. Alright.
Construction complete.
Also modify our organics, although it doesn't seem that we can really do anything good with them. Thank you, Ryan. So Memorex does stability and 20% job increase on homeworld. Alright.
Construction complete.
Oh yeah, thank you, Caber, for reminding me. My science ships aren't really doing anything. I'll send them to work, and also send them to assist research. Because right now they're being useless. Alright. Well, let's actually take down some of our construction ships. We have too many. Let's make sure this colony ship is actually being useful and settling this habitat. We'll be able to get a bunch of mining going on this habitat. And as far as you can see, we can probably get a couple more habitats just like that.
Construction complete.
Ooh, climate restoration. Nice. That means machine worlds. Machine worlds are nice, and they will actually not terminate our organics. We will want to resettle them though. Machine worlds mean pretty low hab for organics.
Construction complete.
Although on some of these planets, it wouldn't really be much of a difference.
Construction complete.
Let's queue up some science ships. We'll be able to send some of them to assist research. After all, I'm pretty sure we have research on every one of our worlds. Getting assistance would be nice. As well as some maintenance, actually. This planet has no maintenance drones. And that is a bit of a problem, isn't it?
Construction complete.
Ooh. Alright, looks like the crystals got defeated. Not bad. AI is gonna get a bunch of resources from that system.
Construction complete.
Philip Destroyer is asking, did you get lucky with how many planets there were in my territory? Yes, I did. I definitely got lucky. Although part of it is the fact that as a machine empire, we were able to colonize everything. So, unlike an organic, which would only be able to colonize a couple of these planets, we were able to colonize all of them. Usually I colonize all planets even as organics. I used to do that in 2.2, and that's why it always seems that I get more planets than usual. Although this is a relatively lucky spawn as well. Trappist and these systems were very lucky. Someone is asking about machine worlds. What machine worlds do is they basically remove restrictions on districts. So we will be able to have just pure generator districts, pure mining districts, or pure nexus districts. There would still be the cap granted by the whole district cap, but we will be able to specialize a planet to a very high degree. Cyborgs would still be able to live on the planet. They would have a very low habitability, but that'd be alright.
Technology secured.
McQuix is saying that my neighbors are getting destroyed. Indeed, they are. This guy is destroying this guy. And these guys are attacking my neighbors over to the right. Interesting. Gas giant ship. Oh, let's leave it down there. Let's also fortify these stations a little bit more. Let's also get some resource silos.
Construction complete.
I should be able to get the machine worlds soon enough. In just 1 month remaining. And I'll be terraforming some of my low hab worlds. Could resettle some of the suburb pops,
Secured.
but I'm not really feeling it right now. Ooh, X-Men Labs. Not bad.
Situation log update.
Let's check that out. Okay. I guess we can capacity overload right now.
Construction complete. Sphere of influence expanded.
Let's build more science. Oh yeah, by the way, I totally forgot that we're playing Assimilators. Normally I would go wide with Assimilators, but because of the amount of planets that we have, like going tall is fine. I usually go tall because it's easier to manage planets. And easier to build up. We will be going wide eventually, but right now I'm actually feeling very comfy just sitting here.
Technology secured.
And this is definitely only one way to play Assimilators. The other way to play is to make use of the pretty good pop growth and just colonize planets. After all, we are getting like what, 10 pop growth per month? It's not bad. We can easily just develop our planets and be good. Let's see. Yeah, we are pretty close to being at the top of the hierarchy in terms of score, and yeah, that's only with this territory. We have 410 pops,
Project complete.
and that compares very favorably to the other empires. Alright, we can now get ecological adaptation. That is very important, because otherwise we would not be able to actually, do anything with machine worlds, because all of our planets are colonized. So let's go ahead and do something with that. We have modified the F species. Hopefully housing is going to be a little bit less of an issue.
Construction complete.
Oh, it seems that jobs are an issue right now.
Construction complete.
Let's provide some more jobs, I guess. Alright, something just happened. The Memorex. Alright. So, this is a lot of text. I might as well read this. The temporary sunshine of the spotless mind. The final memory shows how much older Soraya in a priest's robe, waking up in a state of panic, tentacles flailing and ears flapping. She stumbles out of bed and begins to frantically jot down her recollections of yet another nightmare in which empty-eyed aliens convulse on the habitat floor. Then her face contorts with horror as it dawns upon her that it is all real. Nightmares and the flashbacks are extracted memories coming back to her. and if extracted memories can return, the inhabitants of Ixbelan could have recovered. The maintenance hatch appears to have opened one last time, but Sfria's ship still remains docked with the landing. We could bring the Memorex with us back to Please No Touch, if we wish. Alright, so we can either get a shit ton of alloys, enough to build a habitat, or get the Memorex. Now that will increase resources from jobs and stability. But we could also just go for a habitat. Interesting. Very interesting. We're actually at a point where this is a choice. Later on we would just straight up go for the Memorex, but right now getting a habitat's worth of alloys is also very, very tempting. Guess we can sell some food and buy alloys. Might as well build another habitat right now and get a habitat from this. Alright, we can get a mineral habitat over here. It's on pause. Build it right over here. And then take the resources. And then build another one. Yeah, I had to leave the shiny. I mean, that's fine. We're gonna get a lot more benefit from getting a habitat. If we got this 10 years later, I would have taken the shiny. But, unfortunately, it didn't make it. 2K research, year 67. Not bad. Let's build more. Alrighty, so we can get a decent amount of alloy production over here. Alright, Star Spy is offering to play Rust together. If you can join my Discord and send me a DM. That way I'll know.
Technology secured.
I'll keep you in mind. If anyone else also wants to play Rust with me, you can send me a DM on Discord and I'll keep you in mind. I'm in a game right now, but in the future, after a wipe, we can play together.
Technology secured. Construction complete. Technology secured.
Wow, we have a lot of planets, 14 in this little blob of space. Every time I play, I seem to have a lot of planets. And we're gonna get even more. We're gonna have habitats, and habitats are wonderful.
Technology secured.
Right. Well, I suppose we're not gonna be conquering the galaxy anytime soon. I'll play another 20 minutes. Check out some of the things we can do with the habitats, and then we'll quit for today and continue this tomorrow. All right. Sounds good.
Receiving communications.
Oh yeah, speaking of habitats, the best way to really play with them is it's really dependent on where you build them. You can build a bunch of mining bays on the habitats themselves, get a bunch of resource production. You can build a bunch of energy on them, get a bunch of energy production, or you can just fill it up with pops and build up a bunch of refineries. We're going to get a lot of pops on this habitat anyway, so I'll invest a little bit in habitation districts and basically build this up like a normal planet, a normal alloy foundry. Oh god, these guys want vassalization? No. Aren't you guys busy at war? No, you're not.
Situation log updated.
Well, it seems that there is a pretty decent chance that we're going to get attacked by these guys. These guys are in Federation. Huh. Well, these guys are actually just unfriendly. They shouldn't be able to attack. Oh, let's hope, at least. It's right around the time where we should probably get a couple battleships going. Don't. Oh shit. Alright, well, I had a feeling we had a war coming, but I guess it's from the other direction. That's fine, I suppose. Let's move our armada over there. And should be good. We only got attacked by these guys. Hopefully they get attacked by someone else. Ooh, Grand Herald. These guys have taken it. How unfortunate. Although Grand Herald is really not that good at this point in the game. It's good in the first 30 years or so, but at this point it would not really be anything. I like how these guys aren't unfriendly at 34 opinion. What is this? Well, let's buy them off. Give them some energy, I suppose. Oh, really? You want food? Robots want food. Alright. Well, I guess this is still a thing. Food trading. 87, Jesus. They'll worry of us.
Technology secured.
Really? How about more food? Form a non-aggression pact. Are these guys in Federation? No, they're not. We could potentially get a good old defensive pact going once we're out of war.
Construction complete.
Alright. Planets getting developed. I should probably develop a fleet as well. Otherwise we might get wiped. Let's fortify these ships. We should be good to go. Save. Upgrade. Reinforce. Alright, perfect. And we also should be seeing the enemy come from a mile away, so in case we do have to come back, it will be easy to do. And let's resell some pops over here. We have a bunch of unemployed ones on our planets. Now we have extra space, extra Leviathans realm, and we can get more uplink nodes. Perfect. As well as more minerals per month. Wow, we're getting a lot. Our economy is strong. What that means is that we can... Oh shit. Well, that's interesting. I guess we got attacked from the other direction as well. No, we got attacked by a Federation as well. Alright, well, that is interesting. Well, I suppose this is a good time to end. We'll be dealing with this double war in the next stream, and hopefully we'll come out on top. After all, we do have pretty good border defenses, but who knows? We have 3 empires attacking us, and one of these empires is stronger than me. So, you know, who knows? These are actually just in my score range too. So a war with these guys is bound to be devastating. And so, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys in the next one, I suppose. Like if you enjoyed this stream. The more you like, the more I realize that you guys like this sort of content. So be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to me on Twitch as well, or follow me or whatever. I'm not really a Twitch fellow, not yet. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Next stream will be a continuation next Friday at the same time. Thanks, and bye-bye.